My name is John Nelson, principal of Oakview Elementary School.
And I'm Bill Tessman, principal of Weaver Lake Elementary School. We'd like to share with you the enjoyment that we've had in putting together two new elementary schools. We'd like to talk about the building project itself and what we experienced during that process. And then we'd like to also talk to you about the number of fine people we've met and shared in this experience.
As we completed this planning together, we realized how closely our educational philosophies seemed to match each other. So we decided to really get into a planning system that both schools would be following the same instructional plan and the same basic philosophy for children. After our document was written and distributed to teachers, those teachers who also shared these same beliefs sent in applications to become teachers in these two given buildings. We started the interview process in late December and actually didn't conclude this segment of the planning until sometime in February.
Well, another enjoyable part of this experience is watching the construction take place on these two buildings. Oakview is always 2 or 3 weeks ahead of Weaver Lake because of soil conditions and other schedule problems. But they all worked hard on the construction sites to bring these two buildings to completion by mid-August. It was just a lot of fun to be able to come out to the building and see the construction and try and anticipate what the building might look like as a finished product. We were able to move in mid-July, around the 15th of July. Oakview office area was a little bit better prepared than Weaver Lakes because of the construction delays, but we all were excited to be in the office area and ready to go. We weren't able to invite our public into the building until mid-August, and when we were able to do that, again, we shared in the excitement with a larger group of people who could anticipate what these buildings would look like.
We started last spring planning activities together, and we actually did some of our workshop together where both faculties got together on one afternoon and had a reading consultant come in, talk to the staffs, and it was kind of a phase that was enjoyable as it was a carry through from what we had originally planned, what we had originally started, and seeing two schools working closely together for the common good of the students. Opening workshop was also an exciting time for everybody, as the staff members had an opportunity to finally get into the building, decorate the building with their own classroom materials, making it an instructional area rather just a classroom of walls.
I live within the school attendance area and have watched the proceedings going on all summer long, have taken many walks around the building. It seems to be a very large building, and have seen the progress. In the last 3 weeks it has been most exciting because the sod, the trees have been put in and has just really put on that last finishing touch to make things look so welcoming to the kids that will be coming next week.
It is exciting opening a new school because you have to realize that everything that comes into a school has to be put together. That's even a desk. Tables come in, you have 4 legs you have to put on the tables. desks, the legs have to be put on. Actually, everything that comes in that door has to be put together, so we spend a lot of our time putting things together.
I get excited every year when school starts because I'm anxious to meet my students, and every class over every year has been totally different. And I'm moving from a 5th grade back to a 3rd grade level. So one thing, my students are going to be much shorter. I'll be able to look down instead of up this year. And I'm anticipating some of the same feelings that I had 20-some years ago when I first started teaching.
I think sometimes kids need to start fresh too. And here's an opportunity for the kids to say, this is not only a new school year, but it's a new place. It's a new teacher and a new room and the whole system is new. And sometimes that's good for all of us, but kids too.
As a kindergarten teacher, the first day of school is always exciting because it's the first day that most of these children are coming into a public school system. They've watched brothers and sisters oftentimes go out to school before they entered, and they've just been very eager to come here. This year is unique because they're coming to a brand new building, and these students are going to be our first kindergartners ever to enter the hallways of Weaver Lake.
They're going to benefit from a staff of people that are coming from so many different places and all bringing the best of those ideas from those places together to benefit them. So it's going to be a real networking and sharing ideas that's going to be a real positive experience for the kids. And it seems like a staff that's very kid-focused, and learning is meant to be fun-focused.
Oh, the bell's going to ring about 9 o'clock, 9:05. I'm going to stand outside and take some pictures. And 27 kids will come in here, and they've seen their desk, they've seen their room, they know where they're going to sit, they know what materials they're going to have to bring. I think that we're going to have smiles on our faces. We're going to be excited about opening up Weaver Lake and starting this classroom off on a good note. We're going to spend some time getting to know each other. We're going to spend some time getting to know our new building and talking about how maybe our building should be treated. That is brand new. We want to keep it new and looking nice. We're going to be real thankful that we have a place like this to come each day, especially if it's 95 degrees next Tuesday.
There'd be a lot of people that we need to thank for a successful opening day of school, right from the teachers, the custodians, the cooks, all of the pairs that work in the building, the secretary, the resource manager, and especially the parents. We had planned in both buildings a red carpet greeting for the children as we rolled out red carpeting from the entryways to the end of the sidewalk. The children had the opportunity to walk upon red carpeting right into the building.
Our opening day was similar to Oakview's. We did not have the red carpet because we have no red carpets at our school. We have peach and teal. Our opening day was filled with excitement as well, with a special assembly program where we greeted the children. We had a Paul Bunyan storyteller that really talked a little bit about starting anew, and we got the kids excited about that. We talked about being from different schools and now coming together, and at the end of the week we're now one school, Weaver Lake and Oakview School. And the whole focus was coming together to make this a wonderful new place for kids. You know, a lot of things have happened over the last year. We've met a lot of nice people. We've done a number of just exciting activities. We've met some wonderful children, and we've just had a lot of fun.
In the words of Cisco and Ebert, we give our schools 2 thumbs up.